Me to get a new blazer. And by the way, you're your toughest critic when you see yourself.
I know. It's
And
really hard to watch yourself on.
Correct.
I mean, you're probably,
I hate it.
even you?
Absolutely hate it. Because I see everything negative. My job as a coach would be to point out everything you did great. You look great. You sounded great. You talked in sound bites. All right? And that's it.
Okay.
Okay? Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, Nadia Liu Spellman. Keep that smile going. We're going to look right there, all right?
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Wednesday Bites here at the Proactive Business Network. I'm Jimmy Young, and I am very proud to welcome in Nadia Liu Spellman to our studio. Nadia, thank you so much for coming out today.
Thank you for having me.
She runs a restaurant in Weston called the Dumpling Daughter. Now, that is, first of all, a very unique name, and I'm going to guess that your specialty is Asian food.
Yes. Well, dumplings and more. My family raised me in a restaurant business. I don't know if you know Sally Ling's back in the 80s.
Come on, I told you I knew them, and I grew up in Newton. It was a legendary place in Newton.
So it was legendary to a lot of people, but for me it was a family restaurant, and it was an honor to be in that business, to eat there, to work there growing up. And Dumpling Daughter is just Sally Ling's daughter's dumpling shop. So
Right.
That's really what it is. It's very straightforward. And it focuses on all of my favorite foods growing up. As a child, I loved my mom's home cooking, and that is our focus.
And I bet that was pretty, yeah, you said you want your restaurant to be like going home, right?
Yes, yes.
And I'm guessing that home cooking at Sally Ling's house was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, we had very fancy food at Sally Ling's, but what I truly loved was eating my mom's home cooking. So all of our recipes are my mom's.
Oh, that's terrific. Can you pick a favorite? I guess that would be a difficult thing because you probably have so many that you like and what kind of mood, but is there a favorite thing that you really like?
Yeah, I think that favorites really are depending on your mood, but if I had to pick a favorite, if you said on any given day, what would you eat?
Every day.
It would be my grandmother's meat sauce. It's a pork and tofu bean paste meat sauce with spaghetti, and I pair it with spaghetti, which is not traditional, but I think the pasta clings onto the sauce really well. It's just very savory, sweet. It's ultimate comfort food. I would say my mac and cheese. Not that I don't like mac and cheese, but my version.
Everybody should love mac and cheese. I mean, come on, right? That's an American thing. So here it is. You've opened your first restaurant. 6 months in, you've gotten rave reviews all over the internet. The Phantom Gourmet, my friends the Andelmans, have come out and talked to you. They did a great piece on your restaurant. I've eaten there. I give it a big thumbs up. And tell me, what are the challenges of opening a new restaurant? Because everybody thinks the restaurant industry, and you grew up in it, is a big challenge.
Honestly, the hardest thing about opening a restaurant is finding the right location. And it all starts with your location. I searched for 3 years, and I searched all over Boston and Cambridge, and what ended up happening was I ended up going home to Weston, and that was the perfect location. And it's proven to be the perfect location because it feels so good to be able to serve your local residents that you knew growing up, that you just can identify with them. And so the hardest thing was location, but that first step worked out really well for me.
So, ballpark, how many miles away from the house that you grew up in is the Dumpling Daughter in Weston?
Exactly 1 mile. So the food that I grew up eating at home down the street is what I'm serving down the street in the center of town.
That is terrific. That is a great story. It's not a big restaurant. How many seats do we have?
We have 48 seats now. From the launch of Dumpling Daughter in November, we only had 30. And because of the following, we've had to increase our seating, our capacity, and we have different kinds of seating for everyone. We have round tables, we have banquet, we have counter seating, we have window seating. It's really a fun place to hang out, and we can accommodate up to 48. We do private parties for up to 70 people.
I was going to ask you, do you do those on location, so you do some catering, or they all come into the restaurant and you shut the restaurant down?
We've actually catered a lot of events already.
I
We've
bet.
catered a lot of the parent-teacher organization events in Weston, teacher appreciation days in the elementary schools that I attended.
Oh, that's so fun.
And we do in-house on-premises catering too. We close the restaurant for certain companies that want to have parties. So it's been just so welcomed, and couldn't be happier with the results so far.
So you're happy with the results. Expectations moving forward, do you want more Dumpling Daughters out there in different locations?
So many people ask me that question.
I'm glad I was one of them.
Everyone wants to know when's the next one coming along and where. Right now, I am just really focusing on the task at hand every day. I want every day to be a good one. I want everyone to come in and be happy with what they have and what they're having. And it's about just trying my best every day, and the staff trying their best every day. We're not really looking far past the current day at hand.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
know?
great. Take it one day at a time.
Exactly.
And celebrate that one day.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, we've worked really hard, and the whole staff has been incredible. My mom, of course, is the most amazing advisor, consultant I could ever ask for. And we work hard, and it's paid off. And so we're going to continue to do that. And once the first year anniversary hits, maybe we can think ahead a little bit. But for now, we want to solidify all of our happy customers and make sure that they continue being happy.
That's great. So I guess the question I'm going to ask you is, being the daughter of Sally Ling, you have a very high standard, I'm guessing. Do you feel any pressure to live up to the reputation that Mom worked so hard to get?
It really is not about the pressure for me. It's really an honor to bring on my family's tradition, our legacy. I would not have opened Dumpling Daughter anywhere but Boston. And so when people talk about pressure, I just try to put out food that I would like to eat. It's the food that my mom and I would like to eat. And that's it. It's quite simple.
And keep it simple, because that's the way to go, right?
Yeah.
Nadia, thank you so much for driving out here. I know that it was a little bit longer than you expected, but it is literally right down the road here in Weston on Center Street.
Yes.
And it's right off Boston Post Road.
It is.
It's really easy to find.
It is. It's in Weston Center at 37 Center Street.
There you go. So now you know where it is. Now you know who's in charge there. So we welcome anyone there to enjoy, because you will be blown away by the atmosphere, the food, and the service. And isn't that what you want in a restaurant when you go out?
We try our best.
There you go. So for Nadia Liu Spellman, I'm Jimmy Young. This has been another edition of Wednesday Bites here at the Proactive Business Network. Thanks for watching.
Well, I stumbled at the beginning, though.
Yeah, but it's okay. You know what? It makes